High school was pretty fun in ways and what have you, if you had fun time during your run at high school. And I gotta say, I just saw a real fun flick called Senior Year, now streaming on Netflix. But is this new comedy worth taking a look into to make it feel like your senior year in high school? Or is it just something that just needs to be put in the yearbooks? Find out right now in this spoiler free review. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler free review of the just now released new comedy Senior Year from Netflix for Paramount Players, starring Rebel Wilson along with Justin Hartley, Angourie Rice, Sam Richardson, Zoe Chow, Chris Parnell, and Alicia Silverstone. The film was directed by Alex Hardcastle in his feature film directorial debut, from an original screenplay by Andrew Nauer, Arthur Paoli, and Brandon Scott Jones. Anyway, the film focuses on an Australian migrant now living in America named Stephanie Conway. After failure for her 14th birthday, she decides she wants to be one of the populars, and she spends the next 4 years giving herself a makeover, becomes cheer squad captain, started dating this guy named Blaine, and worked her way up to become one of the most popular girls by senior year. Now at the age of 17, she has her eyes set on becoming prom queen, a stop on her way to becoming like Deanna Russo. Yeah. Anyway, now she lives with her widowed father, who she encourages to date and is still friends with Seth, who secretly has a crush on her but is afraid to ask her to prom, and socially inept Martha. Well, Stephanie and her rival Tiffany have regular disagreements over the preparations. And well, Tiffany feels threatened by Stephanie taking her to the prom quintile, and it leads Tiffany convincing fellow cheerleaders to sabotage Stephanie's landing at the end of the cheer performance. And it happened, causing Stephanie to go into a coma. As she wakes up all completely confused 20 years later, and now Martha, who is now the principal of our high school, plus Stephanie's dad, takes her home, and well, they now see that Tiffany and Blaine now live in Deanna Russo's house. With reluctant support from her dad and Martha, Stephanie goes back to high school, and let me tell you, the fun really begins. But that's all of the story I'm going to tell you, because this is a spoiler-free review. This is just what I'm telling you. So, anyway, from what I've seen of this film, I'm going to say this was a blast. It was absolutely very funny and what have you. I think Rebel Wilson gave out one of the most funniest performances she's ever given since Isn't It Romantic? Yeah. Now, although I did see her Anne Hathaway in The Hustle, which that wasn't factually bad, but, well, it still had some fun moments. But this one just took the cake. I mean, I like the feel of it being having a little bit of a late '90s, early 2000s feel with all the music heard, hearing songs like "You Drive Me Crazy," which of course, unfortunately, was the Stop remix. You all got to hear more than the studio version by the Britster, and Avril Lavigne's "Skater Boy." You even get to hear some of those more tunes that you may have long forgotten, like C'est La Vie by Bewitched and Candy by Mandy Moore, which those brought back some real good memories, even though those came out after I graduated. But I don't want to get on to that subject, though. Thank you very much. Let's see. Jermaine Siegel's score wasn't too bad, but it was the music I got to hear from all sorts of those great artists and what have you was just so superb. Now, I will tell you the story wasn't too bad either. But anyway, I really was blown by it. Anyway, this kind of has a little bit of a feel of some movies I've seen long ago. Like, well, being an adult, going back to school. Like, if you remember Billy Madison. But of course, this is just going to high school, not through all of the school grades. Thank you. And boy, just waiting to find out that you're, well, completely go wrong. Unlike what I've seen in movies like Big or 13 going on 30, it's just someone who wakes up from a coma after 20 years. But as for the cast, Rebel Wilson is really good as Stephanie, and Gory Rice plays the teenage version of Stephanie. Really good. Playing Blaine Balboa, not Balboa, it's Balboa. Sorry. Balboa. Oh, crud. I'm getting tongue tied here. It's Justin Harley. Most of you knew him best as Green Arrow from the last few seasons of TV Smallville. And of course, he has been seen on NBC's soon to be now defunct drama This Is Us. And Tyler Bernhardt played the younger version. Playing Seth Novoselic is Sam Richardson, and Zaire Adams plays the young version. Zoe Chow plays Tiffany Blanchett, who was very good, great rival. Anna Yi Puig played the young version. And Mary Holland played Martha. Molly Brown played the young version of her. Chris Parnell played Jim Conway, of course, that's Stephanie's dad, and Alicia Silverstone. I almost didn't recognize her. Played Deanna Russo. Very good performances. So I've got to say, this is really something. I think senior year wasn't too bad at all. I don't care what anybody has to say about it. I thought this was just absolutely funny. It took me back to a few good days and what have you. And so I thought it was pretty good. And so would I recommend you give it a try? I'd say, yeah, a one-time watch would be just fine since this is a brand new movie. I think this will be something you will definitely get a kick out of. Anyway, for my score for this, I'm going to give Senior Year 4.5 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 9. Yes, that would work alright. Anyway, if you have seen Senior Year, tell me what you thought about it in the comments section below. If you like this video, consider clicking the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And stay tuned for my Saturday morning TV log of Shazam coming up tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, consider checking out some of these other films I have talked about and what have you. In the upper left-hand corner is, well, some previous Netflix films that I've reviewed, but they've mostly focused on teas and what have you. In the upper left-hand corner is my spoiler-free review I did for the final installment of the franchise of To All the Boys I've Loved Before, and that was Always and Forever from last year. Or go to the upper right-hand corner and see the review I did for the recent Ryan Reynolds flick Netflix premiered a few months back, The Am Project. Or, if you want something different, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of my favorite chick flick, Romeo and Michelle's High School Reunion from 1997. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.